you have a towel, that'll be handy. Have your water bottle close to you. And if possible, you may or may not need a broomstick, maybe. It's up to you. It's a little bit of a balancing thing. So if you've got a broomstick, it'll be handy, but it's not absolutely necessary. So the purpose of today is to give everyone a wee introduction to body connection. So what I'd like, one of the outcomes I want today is everyone to have a better understanding of how to activate certain muscle groups. We'll spend about sort of 12 minutes, 15 minutes on that. Then the second half, or the middle part, is going to be strength work. We've got 4 exercises to get through today, and the strength work is all around stability for being a better runner, and a little bit of core activation as well, core strengthening, so that we can hold our posture in a better position. That's the middle part, and then it wouldn't be a run club without a bit of fitness. So at the end, we've got a 12-minute blowout. All right, little 30-30 to better. And if you haven't heard that term before, don't worry. I'll explain what that means when we get to it. So if you've got your water bottle handy, team, you've got a towel, let me take you out to my workout station. Welcome to the deck. Program. Okay, what you're going to do, guys, is you're going to come down onto your knees. If you got your towel down, that's good. And the first thing we're going to focus on, Laurie, can anyone hear me? We're good for sound? Yep, cool. Might just take this off. So the first thing we are going to do, guys, is talk about our lower abs. All right, so how do we switch on our lower abs? So what I get you to do is put yourself down into 4-point kneeling like so. Right, knees underneath hips, wrists underneath shoulders, kind of like a tabletop position. And then all I want you to do from here is focus on this part of your body and see if you can pull your abs up and in. Okay, so you're starting to hollow out your tummy. All right, hold it. Just pause there, see if you can start to feel that tightening through the base of your pelvis. Okay, and relax. And we can just do this a couple of times. So what we're trying to do is pull that belly button up and in. We're tightening the muscles inside the crest of the pelvis. We're holding it. We'll pause here for say 10 seconds. And then just let it go. And re-engage. Tighten those ab muscles. Pull the belly button up towards the spine and just hold that position. So the purpose of this first part is to feel our lower abs. All right, so feel what it's like to switch on, tuck the tailbone, and pull the abs in, which we don't necessarily get to do that often. And relax. One more time, belly button, up and in, hold, and relax. Oh, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, guys. Can you hear me? Yeah, sweet. Okay. All right, let's make this a little bit more advanced. So from here, team, up onto your toes, right up into your belly, right up into your little toes. You can't see my legs, but my toes are right up there. Squeeze your bum this time and see if you can pull your abs up and in. So it's a lot harder. You've got your full body weight. The legs are tight, your bum is tight, and your abs are in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax that here. Little shake out. We're going to do that for a little bit longer this next time. See if we can make it a little bit harder as well. Set those hands underneath your shoulders, up onto those big toes. Make the legs rigid. Squeeze your bum tight, and then pull your abs up and in. So we're strengthening or switching on those lower abs and training them, which is the important part, to work with our glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. All right, we're going to do that one more time, team, one more time. All right, so we should start to know what our lower abs feel like today. Also help with how you hold yourself when you're running. Let's do one more. Hands beneath the shoulders. Set those toes up and lock it in. Squeeze bum, pull your abs up and in, push the floor away. 10 seconds. Make it as tight as you can. How rigid can you squeeze your body? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. All right, so that is just understanding how to fire up our abs, or our lower abs in particular. And we're going to use that same position later on when we start doing some strength-based movements. Now, the next one, I want you to feel your butt, all right, so your butt muscles in particular. How do you activate your glutes? So if I'm sitting here in a nice tall position, I should be able to squeeze my butt muscles and it should literally change my posture. If you're not aware, your glutes are attached to your spine, and your spine obviously is responsible for how you hold yourself. All right, so just as you are, sit in a position, if you're really tight, your hamstrings, boys, bend your knees, this makes it slightly easier. And then from here, when I click my finger, squeeze your bum. As tight as you can. Hold that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. All right, let's do that one more time, and then we'll turn it to a bit more of a functional movement. All right, so it's something a bit more integrated. All right, so when I click the fingers, bang, just squeeze your bum as tight as you can. 3, 2, 1, bang, squeeze. Hold, don't let that squeeze go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now you know what your butt feels like to engage in a basic position, like seated. Let's turn it into what we call a hip bridge. So lie yourself down on the floor, set your feet at 45 degrees, heels flat, and then from here, we get to bring the two things together. So we're going to chuck our tailbone under. You're going to feel those lower abs kick in again. And then from here, squeeze your bum. Lift your hips. 5, 3, 2, and 1. And roll it back down to the floor. And we're going to do this 5 times, team, 5 times. So the sequence is tuck, abs go in, hips go up, butts tight, abs tight. They're both working together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right, we're just going to do that one more time. Abs on, squeeze them, glutes on, lift them, hold your position. As we're moving through these exercises, team, what we want to start to recognize is, what does it feel like to engage my bum? What does it feel like to position my spine with my tail tucked? And what does it feel like to tighten my abs? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. So we've got our butt muscles working now, or at least aware of them. Got the glute muscles working. Let's go get the spine. All right, so the spine's a little bit tricky. Before we can go and get it, we actually have to unlock it, right? There's a part of the spine called your thoracic spine, and you'll see this from really rubbish runners, that their spine tends to be like this. If anyone's seen the old YMCA crew running around Auckland, God bless them, been doing it for 50 years, but they've done no strength training, and what happens is their posture just breaks down into kind of this position and kind of gets rigid and fixed. And it happens naturally. A lot of our lifestyles, we drive cars like this, we can desk like this, and so we need to unlock it. So here's one way to unlock your thoracic spine. So back to 4-point kneeling. Drop one arm down to the floor like this. Okay, pick an arm. And then from here, I'm going to rotate in. I'm going to try to turn out as far as I can. Now, if I'm doing that, my chest is coming out. All right, so I'm rotating inwards, and then I'm rotating outwards with a big chest pushed out as much as possible to see if I can unlock my spine. Free chiropractic. There you go. Let's do 5 on one side, and then we'll switch. When I twist, I breathe out. All right, that creates more space in my chest cavity. Means my vertebrae can move. All right, once you're done 5, let's do the other side. We're going to rotate in. Exhale, push your chest out. So this is just for unlocking your upper back. Last one. Lovely. Okay, so we've mobilized it. Now let's stabilize it. Take yourself all the way down onto your stomach, wherever you are in your towel. Take your hands pull them down by your pockets with your thumbs facing away. All right, this is our last little preparation exercise before we start some strength work. And what we want to do here is we want to switch on those upper back muscles. So I want you to think about your glutes first. Glutes on, abs on, and then from here, shoulders back, extend. Now you bring it all together. So your abs are on, your bum is on. There should be quite a rigid, sort of firm position to hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Note the head position too, team. It's not flip top. All right, it's long. The neck is long. We're going to do 5 of these. Remember the sequence. Glutes on, abs are up and in, shoulders back, and extend. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's 2. 3 to go. Sequence, bum, abs, shoulders, and extend. 3, 2, and 1. All right, 2 to go, team. 2 to go. Glutes, abs, extend. 5, 4, 3, and 1. All right, last rep to go before we can change it up. Set yourself one last time. Glutes on, abs on. Squeeze and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. All right, posture's fired up, glutes are fired up, abs are fired up. Time to dance. Grab yourself a drink of water. All right, and just while you're getting yourself a drink, plonk yourself down. And what I'll get you to do, team, with this next one is we'll just observe, okay, just observe the movements that we want to use. I think we'll do 2 at a time. Yeah, we'll do 2 at a time. I'll demo first, and then I'll take you through it. All right, so this next piece, we're going to work on hip control, hip stability. So we're going to look at a balance exercise, and we're going to look at what I call an integrated exercise. So let's look at the balance exercise first. So just observe this one first, don't try it, not yet. Pick a foot, any foot, and then from here, I want you to tighten that glute. All right, so the leg that you want to balance on, you're going to tighten. This is where you kind of get to bring everything together. Pull your belly button up and in. Definitely inspired by yoga, this one. And then from here, we're reaching out into what I call Superman pose. And then we're seeing if we can pull back through. Whoa, geez, balance is off. Into single leg balance. All right, and again, I'm pushing back. I'm reaching back as far as I can to the heel of my foot. Focusing on a 0.1 meter ahead of me so I don't lose control. And then I'm coming back through into single leg balance. Okay, so I call that one a Superman. Sometimes in yoga it's called a swan. And the idea there is that you start to use your hamstrings with your glutes. Okay, so that's number 1. We're going to do that in a second. The next one, if you have a little ridge like this, gold. If you don't, never mind. What we're going to do with this one, team, is we're going to do a lunging pattern. So we're going to use our glutes now. What we're going to do is push back into a lunge. So we're going backwards, right? So traditional lunges are taught forward and back. This lunge, we don't get to see what we're doing. So this creates a bit more dexterity, a bit of control. So I'm going to balance myself here on my deck. I'm pushing back into my lunge, but when I come to the top, I'm going to come up to my lunge and squeeze backwards and out to the side. So I'm using both glutes. So it's lunge, squeeze, lunge, squeeze. All right, so that's our sequence. We're going to join those 2 together. We're going to do it as a couplet, all right, to 2 at a time. We're going to work 5 on each side of the Superman, and we'll work 6 each side on the lunge and squeeze. All right, so let's position yourself on your mat. Head back to your station. Let's change it up now. Switch legs. All right, start with a soft knee. Pick the leg that you want to work on first. Belly button up and in. Focus on a 0.1 meter ahead of you, and let's see if we can get into that first balance position. So we're out into our Superman. There's the bad ankle. Look at you, still got it. 1. Zone control, guys. Zone control. 2. If you do feel the arch of your foot, good. You're using the arch of your foot. That's what's supposed to happen. Focus on what you're doing. I got 4. I got 5. Good hustle. Change sides. Soft knee. Focus on the point 1 meter over here of you. Belly button's pulled up and in, and let's go. Back leg nice and long. Push the hips away. Up into balance. 2. 3. When you get to this point here, you should feel a stretch in your hamstring. If you don't, it's all in your big toe. You're in your quads. You're on the wrong side of your leg. Push your bum back. Push your hips back. Get to the back of your shoe here. So you start to stretch out your hamstrings. That's 5, eh? All right, lunge time. So you can do the lunge here. You don't have to have a deck. I'm just going to do a little bit of extra range because I need it. So from here, stabilize yourself on the leg you want to use. Step back to that train track position. So this is on train track, this is on the train track, and then we're driving up and out. Up and out. Okay, so this leg is providing the power, but you're recruiting the opposite glute at the top. 4, 5, 6. Change sides. Train tracks. Down into the bottom position. Kiss the back knee on the floor. Drive up and squeeze. Up and squeeze. So you're getting or training both glutes to work together. Set number 1. All right, let's do a second round. If you want to, you can actually take your shoes off. Feel your feet. Connect back to your feet, especially if you had injuries like me. All right, so Superman time. Pick a foot, pull the baby on in, focus on a point 1 meter ahead of you, and let's get into those hamstrings. Oh, yep, that's different. Here we go. Oh, I've got to use that foot properly. Oh, yeah. Way harder. 4 and 5. All right, hemis. All right, other side. Soft knee, 1 meter ahead of you. I'm breathing out on the way down as the tension goes on. Don't have to do it like that. Just find a rhythmic breathing pattern that you want to use that helps you to stay stable. That one got me. Oh, yeah. Definitely work on the balance, eh? That's why we're here. Okay, let's get into the lunges. Find your spot. Pick your lead leg backwards, walking on those train tracks, power through the front leg, and squeeze. Lunge and squeeze. When you get to here, both glutes are on. Bomb. Focus on them. Top of the movement, squeeze that button. Top of the movement, squeeze that button. Last one. Bang. All right, let's do the same on the other side. Switch it. Soft knee, step back, train tracks, and squeeze. Both glutes, get them working together. If you can think about tucking your tailbone under and squeezing those abs at the top, it's even better. Train that midline, stabilize it. 5 and 6. Good hustle. How's that? Everyone following along? Yeah, good. Okay, so look at the next two exercises. We're going to integrate some upper body strength and some core, like direct core loading now. So the first one I'm going to show you is the shoulder tap push-up. So I'm sitting up, hands underneath my shoulders. Back to that prone position we practiced at the start, yeah? Yeah. Abs, glutes on. Everything rigid and tight through the center. And this is a push-up with the difference. So we're locking in, 1, 2, and push. All right, that's advanced. Let's look at another option. Full prone position, we can all do that. Tap, tap. Need an easier option, knees down, and push. Okay, so 2 options with that one. Everyone can do the shoulder tap with the core on, and then you can drop it to your knees for the push if you need to. If you can do a full push-up, great. But I'm going to push you up through to 10. So you're going to try and get to 10 on this one. So choose your options wisely. The next one that we'll bring together with this exercise is something for what I call our lateral stabilizers, all right? The kind of forgotten muscles, sometimes called the love handles. So we're going to work on our side. Elbow down underneath your shoulder. Again, 2 options. Advanced option, look at the top leg. That's forward. All right, that allows us to access our obliques. If we go like this, that's a QL, slightly different muscle. You use that in another time. So top leg forward, hit the side plank. So now we're tight through here, but we're moving up and down. So it's hips down, hips up, hips down, hips up. Make sure it's anterior to the front but on the side, versus here, which is posterior. Now the easier option of that, by the way, team, is just to go like this. This leg bent. Okay, so less body weight for you to carry. So that was 2 exercises. Shoulder tap, push up. We're going to aim for 10. Side plank, pulse, 2 sides, 10 on each side. Okay, so we'll get ready. We're going to work through 2 sets. I'll set this up side profile so you can see me like this. And we're going to aim for 10 unbroken. All right, now that's a lot of time on your shoulders, a lot of time engaging your abs. If you need to break up your set, you can break it up. All right, remember the options, you can drop to your knees for the push-up. Okay, let's tighten up. Glutes on, abs on. 1, 2. Chest to ground, drive. 1, 2. Chest to ground, drive. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 8. 1, 2, 9. 1, 2, 10. First question is, who was able to keep their abs and glutes on the whole time? Yeah, first thing to go, right? And so you can appreciate that's 20, 30 seconds of work or load. Yeah, and when you're out running, you're going to be working for 30, 40, 50 minutes. That fatigue sets in, posture goes out the window. That's what happens, right? And so this is where we have to be stronger. We have to have more muscular endurance, better understanding of position so that we can hold better patterns and we can perform better when we want to run. Okay, second exercise. Let's go get a core. So elbow underneath the shoulder. Advanced option, intermediate option. Okay, first thing we need to do is pick our body weight up. So we're going to go up, rigid. Okay, hips to the floor, squeeze those obliques. Hips to the floor, squeeze those obliques. I need 10. Pick them up and squeeze. How high can you get your undercarriage off the ground? Training the side of your body, the neglected part. 8, 9, 10. Good hustle. Flip it around. 2 sides. Take your option wisely. All right, 3, 2, 1. Up and hold. Take your body rigid. Hips down. Hips up. Hips down. Hips up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, hello, body. Hello, body. Hold on, team. All right, we're going to do it one more time. Same thing again, right? Shoulder tap, push up. Make sure your chest touches the ground on your push up. Watch for braking in the middle. Okay, happens to everyone. It's just a matter of fatigue, conditioning. It'll get easier and easier as time goes on. Then we'll finish that off with that side plank pulse. Quick drink of water if you want it, team. All good. Your lats are like the glutes of your shoulders, guys. All right, so they're really, really important muscles. We never really use them that much anymore. We would have used them a lot in the past, in our evolutionary past, because they were for climbing. So climbing, swimming, throwing, that's what your lats do, but they stabilize your shoulders. So when you're here on your side, you can do this with your push-up as well. Anytime you're on your hands, switch your lats on, right? So activate, look at that. Don't want to be here, don't want to be sunken, shoulders forward, kind of in this relaxed position. You want to be active. So here, boom, push it away. Then pick those obliques up. Now you're in a strong body position. You're stable. Let's roll. 1, 2, that's on at all times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yo. Okay, last one. Okay, remember, that's off, switch that on. Obliques, squeeze. All right, what do you got? 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's the one, team. That's the one. Okay, have a big break. If you need a toilet stop, go now. If you want more water, jump into it now. I'll give you 2 minutes. I'm going to refill my water bottle. When we come back, trying to get a sweat on. Good work, guys. Now, obviously, guys, this stuff is a little bit hard to do online. We get inside that gym. If you're in Auckland with us, we're gonna hammer this stuff pretty hard. Movement for me is more than just running. Running is amazing. It's accessible to all. But learning to use your body, if we can teach you to use your body better, that's going to be when the magic happens. You'll see your performance sail, absolutely sail. So everyone can just chill on their mats. I'll go through it like we've done. I'll go through these next exercises. There's 4 activities for the fitness piece. The length of time we're going to work for is 12 minutes. And we're going to do a workout style called a Tabata. If you're not familiar with that, it actually comes from samurai training. This is where it's originally from. Kickboxing used it a lot. Tabata is it's an interval time-based workout. Right? So it's easy to control for me. I can throw the movements at you and you just work for 30 seconds. I'm actually going to play a Tabata clock. All right. So if you want to turn your music up on excuse the music, it's a set music thing. So it's not the best music on the planet, but it'll work for what we've got to do. We're going to work for 30 seconds, then we're going to rest for 30 seconds. Okay, and we're going to do that for 12 minutes. So let's have a look at the first exercise. All right, first activity. I want to train you to lift your knees higher. All right, now to do that, obviously you need to strengthen your stomach, but also need to strengthen your hip flexors. All right, so we're going to be doing a running man. Here's what I want to see from our running man. Look at that knee position, right? Here. right? Get your knee as high as you can. All right, so it should almost be entering the gate of your arms when you're pumping those knees. But this is not a running man. Okay, so if you're that person, you need to lift that game a wee bit. All right, so we try to get those knees up as high as we can. That's really important. The next one, you're going to hate me for this. I had to do it to you early. We get the bad stuff out of the way early. All right, you know what it is. Everyone knows what it is. It's a burpee, the dreaded burpee. All right, now 2 options on the burpee. If you're not so strong in your upper body, you might want to do what I call a nurpee. Okay, so straight arms. You don't need to go chest to ground. A little bit stronger, done some burpees before in your time, chest to ground, pop that jump with the clap at the top. All right, so with the running man, we've got the burpee. The next one, the leg detonator, all right, it's called a jack jump or a Navy diver jack jump. It works like this. We've got hands to ground, spring, arms back. All right, and when we do that for 30 seconds, you will learn all about something called lactic acid. And we need to train you to work within your framework of lactic acid, because it's going to be very prevalent for those of you joining us for the Speight West Coaster. And then finally, the last exercise in this fitness circuit is called a V-tuck. I'll give you some options on this one. You start in a seated position, holding onto your legs. We're going to roll our body away so we can throw our forward. The throwing of the arms forward that will help you whiplash or snap back up. Okay, so it's start in a seated position. You're on your sit bones, roll your body away, throw it back up. A bit more advanced. You can hit some straight leg positions. If your stomach muscles are just not that strong, you're like, man, gee, too soon, bro. I can do this with you. All right, hands on top of your thighs. Fingertips past your knees. All right, so I have to give a few options with that because core strength will be at different levels. All right, before we get started, just make sure everyone's on point. I'll be demonstrating going through the workout anyway. We've got the running man, knees through the hole, pump those knees, let's get those hip flexors stronger. We've got the burpee, we've got chest to ground, or the nurpee, if you don't have the chest to ground. We've got the jack jump, Navy diver jack jump. The reason it's called the Navy diver jack jump is they used to make us wear tanks on our back, and we'd have to jump up that bloody mountain over in Devonport, penis, and V-tucks, right? And the 3 options of the V-tuck. So you've got the bent leg, straight leg if you think you're up to it, and you've got the basic setup, all right, or hand slide. So before we go any further, he's going to get his little interval timer going. Laurie, can you make me host? Yep. So the idea with this one is to try and work for the full 30 seconds, okay? So do your best not to give up, not to stop. See if you can squeeze out that full 30 seconds if possible.
Sorry, Coach G. I can't make you a co-host, so you might have to count us for this one.
No drama. All right, so what we'll do then is an easy way to do it for everyone, guys. If you've got your phone handy, chuck your stopwatch on. All right, just so you've got access to a clock. I'll be doing it, but you just won't have the clock on the screen. All right, so I'll be working off my own 30 seconds. So I'll see if I can cue everyone to start at the same time.
I just did it. You're a co-host.
Oh, you fixed it. Okay, sweet. Okay, stand by. Check out their music. Yeah. Pause. Perfect. Okay, team. Everyone ready? So this first one, as soon as I first play, we're going to be into our first set, which is that running man. Okay, so set yourself up in the running man. We've got a clock now, so you won't need your own timer. The clock will do it for us. Remember, we are working for 12 minutes, and for this very first workout, we are looking to not break within the 30 seconds of work time. All right, Ribbits, here we, hold the line caller. All right. Gotta put shoes on. Gotta put shoes on. Another thing, if you've got yourself some new shoes recently, team, try to put them on wherever you can. You want to wear those things in. Avoid getting blisters. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. Okay. 3 seconds off. All right. Remember the next one, team. Burpees or nurpees? Burpees or nurpees? 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go. Turn out. Oh man, time to get those legs. All right, Navy diver jack jumps. All right, we've got the abs. Take your V-tuck, take your poison. Holy but Jesus. Well done. All right, we're back to the top and 30, guys, with 20 running men. Burpees. All right, here we go, guys. 1. Leggies. Ten seconds. And we're trying to work all the way through that 30 seconds. Even if you're working slower, just got to keep working. Let's go. Fingertips to the ground, get that depth. Pull shoulders back. Jump and pull shoulders back. All right, call time. Guys, well done. Final set. Starting with the running man. Whatever you got left in the tank, you're going to give it to me now. Last 4 minutes.
Coach G, can you count us in?
What's that?
Can you count us in?
Count us in, yeah. 10 seconds. All right, team, we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Don't stop. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, 3 to go, 3 to go. Burpees are next. How many burpees can you do in 30 seconds? 3 minutes left. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Get that last one. Woo! 2 to go. Leggies. Let's get lactic in those legs. 10 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, One. Constant work. Constant work. No stopping. Do this steady. Sit your butt down, drive it up. Sit your butt down, drive it up. No shortcuts. No shortcuts. Remember, team, old army saying, pain is only weakness, even your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's the work. That's the work. Last set, last exercise. I mean, call time. Guys, here we go. Let's get it. All the way to the end. Yo, it's that. Well done, team. That's the one. Day one. Thank it.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that was rough. Rough if you haven't done a lot of bodyweight stuff in a while. Good for you guys to show up though and just learn some of these techniques, especially if you're a team captain in a program of CrossFit, cross training workout, which is going to be some strength exercises. Those 3 key points. Always remember the 3 key points, man. Glutes, lower abs, lats. Glutes, lower abs, lats. If you remember that, if you engage people that way, it's trainer 101. That's all you got to remember. If you do that, people stay strong, they stay stable, the technique will improve, and it goes up. Right, I'll take you inside, do a couple of stretches, eh? Running specific stretches. Hey. You would have seen me talk about these on the seminar last week.
Hey G, do you want to stop sharing your screen for a sec? We can see you better.
Yeah. Sorry. Here we go. Thanks, Laurie. Okay, so what you'll need here, guys, is a wall, a couch, and if you're on a hard floor, you'll need your towel. So what I want you to do is you're going to put your knee against that wall or your couch, whatever you've got. That's where you'll put your towel underneath your knee if you're on a hard surface. And then from here, take a step forward with the other leg. In a perfect world, you should be able to come up to here, all right, and open up this, your psoas, your hip flexor, right? When your hip flexor is really tight, this is what happens to your body, all right? Just makes you really rigid through your spine, makes your spine or your lumbar spine work really, really hard, overload your lower back, deload your glutes. There's nothing good about it. And unfortunately, running is one of those sports that kind of amplifies the position. Walking around all day, hospo, also really hard to get out of this shape. So you want to unlock, right? So here it is, tuck, just like we practiced today, right? Unlock. Be quite aggressive with stretching that hip flexor. You want to do it a lot if you're a runner, so you can stay functional. Keep doing that, guys. Keep doing that. And just as a reference point, if you start to notice that you're doing this in your squat, you're folding forward, your hip flexors are tight, horrendously tight, okay? So we need to unlock those suckers as often as we can. Let's change legs, set up the other side, take that step forward. If you can come up, come up. If you can't, stay down. And just try and tuck your tailbone under, right? Tuck your tailbone under. Pretty good first up session, guys. Well done. We're going to do two more online. Hopefully we'll be out of lockdown and you guys will be coached up. You can go take your own sessions in some of the beautiful parks around New Zealand. I know Wellington, you've got Waitangi Walks, that'll be a good spot. Headley Park, Christchurch. Not so familiar with Dunedin. People will be able to tell me. One dude from Blenheim, let's see those photos, man. You're probably in the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful spots, places in New Zealand. Often get asked how long should you hold stretches for? As long as it takes, all right, until you see some improvement. All right, there's no set time frame. If you've got a person that's really, really tight, they might have to hold longer. You get a person that's really flexible, they might have to hold shorter. Okay, so you hold it until you notice an improvement. Let's do the glutes next, using the couch or the floor. I'll show you the couch one first. If you've got a chair or a couch handle, we're going here, we're going 90 degrees, right? And we're trying to lean over the hip. If you're on the floor, you're doing the yoga pigeon. You might have seen this yesterday. I think Sophie might have busted this one out. Okay, so pull one leg to 90 degrees and go get that butt. Go get those glutes. I'm gonna do the couch one today. At the end of the day, guys, with stretching, it's just part of your training program. So if you're just going to hit a run, as soon as you get back, rather than jucking yourself straight in the shower while you're hot, go do your stretches, 5-10 minutes. That's all it takes. Do it well, do it often, and you'll notice the difference. People used to ask me a lot, why are you so flexy? I wasn't born flexy. By default, I just show stretches to people every single day. And all I was doing was 15 minutes of demonstration a day. And that would keep me really, really flexible. And funny thing is, I haven't worked on the training floor for 6-7 years now as a PT, and I'm working corporate, and I'm noticing how tight I actually am now versus how I used to be when I demonstrated more. So a bit of my own medicine. All right, let's change sides. Well done to some of those advanced runners too. Man, some of those Ks you guys are posting up. Holy. We've got some legit runners in our group. Definitely a big shout out to Hospo. You guys got some pretty elite people in there as well. Don't worry, I'm back at the bus this year. You can watch my progress. I'll be like, I think I'm last in Auckland, which is cool. I'm just parking my ego around that. Okay, last one, team. I want to do something for your lower back. So what we actually need to be here is in a forward bend position. We're going to grab onto our toes like this. And I want to try drive your knees back and fold your body. Down, sit, drive your knees back and fold that body. All right, so you're trying to round your lower back, unlock your hamstrings. This one's really nice if you put some longer Ks on the board. If you sort of run 45 minutes, 60 minutes plus, even walk, and you've got a real tight lower back. This one's really nice just to get things back to normal. Last one. Boom. All right, team. Debrief, thoughts?